The tenure of Ruben Amorim at Manchester United continues to spark intense discussion, long after his departure from the club. His time at Old Trafford was marked not only by tactical experimentation and bold decisions on the pitch, but also by underlying tensions behind the scenes. Recent revelations have shed more light on the internal dynamics that defined his leadership, particularly his insistence on having greater control over key decisions within the club structure. From the very beginning of his appointment, Amorim was seen as a manager who carried a strong personality and a clear footballing philosophy. Having built his reputation at Sporting CP, where he enjoyed domestic success and developed a cohesive system, he arrived in Manchester with expectations of replicating that same level of authority and clarity. However, the reality at Manchester United proved to be far more complex, with multiple departments influencing decisions that extended beyond the manager's immediate control. Amorim reportedly expressed frustration with what he perceived as a fragmented decision-making structure within the club. Unlike at Sporting, where he was deeply involved in recruitment, training, and overall football direction, the system at United required coordination with various departments, including scouting, analytics, and executive leadership. This multi-layered structure often slowed down processes and, according to sources, limited his ability to act swiftly in crucial moments. The Portuguese tactician did not shy away from voicing his concerns. In internal meetings, Amorim is said to have emphasized the importance of clarity and accountability, urging different departments to do their jobs effectively. This phrase, which has since gained attention, symbolized his dissatisfaction with what he believed to be inefficiencies and a lack of cohesion across the club's operational framework. Such statements hinted at deeper internal tensions, suggesting that Amorim's vision for the club was not always aligned with that of the board or other stakeholders. His desire for greater control was rooted in a belief that successful teams require unified leadership, where the manager plays a central role in shaping both short-term tactics and long-term strategy. Without that unity, he feared the club would struggle to achieve consistency. During his tenure, there were several instances where these tensions appeared to manifest in tangible ways. Transfer dealings, for example, became a focal point of contention. Amorim reportedly had specific targets in mind, players who fit his tactical system, but negotiations often involved multiple layers of approval, leading to delays or missed opportunities. This disconnect between managerial vision and executive decision-making became a recurring theme. Despite these challenges, Amorim remained committed to implementing his ideas on the pitch. He introduced a structured style of play that emphasized positional discipline, quick transitions, and tactical intelligence. However, without full alignment behind the scenes, translating these ideas into consistent results proved to be a difficult task. The lack of synchronization between departments ultimately affected the team's overall performance. Players within the squad were also impacted by the internal dynamics. While some responded positively to Amorim's clear tactical instructions and demanding approach, others found it challenging to adapt amidst the uncertainty surrounding the club's direction. The absence of a unified message from leadership occasionally created confusion, further complicating the team's development. Amorim's insistence on accountability extended beyond the pitch and into the club's broader culture. He believed that every department, from medical staff to recruitment teams, played a crucial role in the success of the organization. By urging each unit to do their jobs, he was advocating for a culture of professionalism and responsibility, where everyone contributed effectively to a common goal. However, such a direct approach may not have been well received by all members of the organization. In a club as large and historically significant as Manchester United, balancing strong leadership with collaborative decision-making is a delicate task. Amorim's assertiveness, while admirable to some, may have been perceived as confrontational by others, potentially exacerbating existing tensions. The situation also highlighted the broader challenges faced by modern football managers. In today's game, the role of a manager extends far beyond coaching. It involves navigating complex organizational structures, managing relationships with executives, and aligning various departments under a shared vision. Amorim's experience at United serves as a case study in the difficulties of maintaining that balance. Comparisons have inevitably been drawn between Amorim's time at Manchester United and his successful spell at Sporting CP. At Sporting, he operated within a more streamlined structure, where his authority was clearly defined and respected. This environment allowed him to implement his ideas effectively, leading to tangible success. At United, the contrast in organizational dynamics posed significant challenges. The expectations placed on Amorim were immense. Managing a club of Manchester United stature comes with intense scrutiny from fans, media, and stakeholders. Every decision is analyzed, and any sign of internal discord quickly becomes a topic of public discussion. Amorim's comments about departmental responsibilities only added to the narrative of a club struggling with internal alignment. It is important to note that Amorim's desire for greater control was not unique. Many top managers have expressed similar concerns when working within large organizations. The need for a clear hierarchy and efficient decision-making processes is a common theme in football, particularly at elite clubs where the margin for error is minimal. As the season progressed, the strain of these challenges began to show. Results on the pitch were inconsistent, and the team struggled to maintain momentum. While tactical issues played a role, the underlying organizational tensions undoubtedly contributed to the difficulties faced by the squad. Amorim's departure marked the end of a turbulent chapter for Manchester United. However, his comments and experiences have left a lasting impression, prompting discussions about the club's internal structure and the role of the manager within it. For many observers, his tenure highlighted the need for greater cohesion and clarity in decision-making processes. In the aftermath of his exit, questions remain about how the club will address these issues moving forward. Will they restructure their approach to give managers more control, or will they continue with a collaborative model that involves multiple departments? The answers to these questions will play a crucial role in shaping the club's future. Amorim himself has remained relatively composed in public statements, choosing his words carefully while still hinting at the challenges he faced. His remarks about departments needing to do their jobs serve as a subtle yet powerful reflection of his experience, offering insight into the complexities of managing a top football club. For fans of Manchester United, these revelations may be both concerning and enlightening. On one hand, they highlight potential weaknesses within the club's structure. On the other, they provide an opportunity for introspection and improvement, as the club seeks to return to its former glory. The broader football community has also taken note of Amorim's comments. Analysts and pundits have debated the implications, with some supporting his call for greater managerial control, while others emphasize the importance of collaboration in modern football. This ongoing debate underscores the evolving nature of the sport. Ultimately, Amorim's tenure at Manchester United serves as a reminder that success in football is not solely determined by what happens on the pitch. It is also shaped by the structures, relationships, and processes behind the scenes. Without alignment in these areas, even the most talented managers can struggle to achieve their. As Amorim looks ahead to the next chapter of his career, he will undoubtedly carry valuable lessons from his time at Old Trafford. These experiences will likely influence his approach in future roles, shaping how he navigates the complexities of modern football management. For Manchester United, the focus now shifts to rebuilding and addressing the issues that came to light during Amorim's tenure. By learning from the past and implementing necessary changes, the club can work towards creating a more cohesive and effective environment. In conclusion, the story of Ruben Amorim at Manchester United is one of ambition, challenges, and important lessons. His desire for greater control and his candid remarks about departmental responsibilities have provided a glimpse into the inner workings of one of the world's biggest football clubs. While his time there may not have unfolded as planned, it has undoubtedly contributed to the ongoing conversation about leadership and structure in modern football.